Danny, long trip on the road this weekend to Morecambe. Does that come into your thinking in preparations for the week's training ahead of the trip?
Well, I think it's something that we have to become accustomed to. The division we're in is a pretty northern league, so I think last year we had the most travelling in the division, and I think it'll be the same this year. We're tweaking a couple of little bits. I think we had 8 hours it took us to get to Accrington, although it didn't feel like that because literally at the beginning of that journey, a bid coming from Peterborough, it was transfer deadline day for Bradley. So that 8 hours seemed to go so quick to me, kind of going back and forth and trying to work out the solutions, but yeah, we're hoping for a much smoother trip this time around. But yeah, we'll look to train in the morning, leave here. We always try to leave here before midday so that we can get on the road and beat the Friday rush hour traffic.
Beneficial as well because two players you brought in couldn't train before then, couldn't play Saturday, so you got them into training this week along with Aaron, who's been away on international duty.
Yeah, that's right. We've had a really competitive week. We've got a good squad. We've got real depth, lots of competition for places, very little between the players in all of the positions, and that means that everybody has to turn up every day and give their very, very best. And if you're just short of that, then you won't find yourself in a team. And we expect to be a winning team, and winning teams don't often change too much. So yeah, for us, it's great that we have this competition. I think the players really respect it and actually enjoy it, because I think this is what drives the standards and hopefully it allows the players to improve and get better. If you train with real intensity and real energy and a real focus every day, then yeah, your progress is just going to be upwards. So this is good. Yeah, we've had everybody's training, everybody's been on the grass. Obviously Aaron Donnelly was away with Northern Ireland. He played 290 minutes on the Friday, drew 0-0 with England under-21s, which was a really good performance, and played another 90 minutes on Tuesday against Ukraine. So he had a bit of a lighter day today because he'd obviously had those 2 games and travelled yesterday. So, but everybody else, they've trained well this week. We've had good preparation. We're really focused on what will be a really tough game come Saturday against Morecambe.
Yeah, and with those tight decisions, does that make it easier to pick because you know that there's not much change in quality when you are picking teams each week?
Well, I think you want the squad depth. You know you need squad depth. It's a 46-game league season. If you're a successful team, you can play up to 60 games. You look at the next 6 weeks for us. It's very, very busy. Lots of 3-game weeks. I think nearly 10 over 10 games in that period. So yeah, you know that you need the depth in the squad. We know we've got good characters, and we know that they can all impact, and that means yeah, either starting or, as we saw on Saturday, the finishers come on and made a real impact on the game. And even the boys that are not in the 18, they can drive the standards in training, create a really competitive environment, which makes everybody better. So they all know that they're really valued by us, and yeah, they all know that they can contribute to helping the team win. So this is a real positive for us.
Yeah, and people from the outside will be looking at Morecambe. You know, they're bottom of the league. They haven't scored a goal, haven't got a point. But is that false? Is that because all the games have been really, really tight and they could have got much more out of them?
Well, they've lost 5 games 1-0. The league is so competitive. It's a brilliant league. There's a fantastic stat actually that Morecambe are bottom, conceding 5 goals. Doncaster are top of League 2, and they've conceded 6 goals. And I think that just shows you how competitive the division is. And I think that's why people are so entertained by the league. Sometimes in the Premier League, you can almost predict the results before they happen. But with League 2 and League 1 as well, you never know which way these games are going to go because the difference between the teams is so fine. And yeah, we've watched all of their games to this point, and they've been very, very unlucky not to take any points. I think they've been the better team in certainly 3 of the games that I've watched. And yeah, Derek Adams is a very experienced manager. Has been very successful in League 2 with multiple promotions, and he knows what this division needs. And yeah, we know it will be a tough game on Saturday. So yeah, we put our energy into our process, and I think we're very much a new group ourselves, and we're still trying to find the right chemistry and the right blend. We're getting closer by the day as we learn more and more about the players and the different dynamics within the team. And yeah, as a consequence, it's a really exciting time for us.